Hey guys, Curtis here. Today I'm going to show you how to make marinated chicken skewers. I'm going to serve it with Pico de Gallo. It is so delicious and such a simple recipe to do for your family. Now, I'm going to cook them on my teppanyaki plate right here inside, but of course you can do these outside on a barbie as well, or a grill. That's me being an Aussie. Now, of course, this is what we're going to end up with, these beautiful marinated chicken skewers, but I want to show you a couple little tricks on how to get them just right. Here's the first one. I start with my marinade dish. Now what this is a beautiful marinade dish that has a perforated basket, so any excess oils can fall right on through, right? So I've cut myself little pieces of chicken thigh. I actually use my kitchen shears to do that, and that way you can sort of snip away any of that excess fat that you don't necessarily want, and then you just cut it into little bite-sized pieces, just using your shears. This way you get to control exactly how big the pieces of chicken are. Once you have all of your chicken in there, get yourself a few different spices. I'm using coriander, then I have some cumin, lovely, some sumac, and of course you can use whatever spices talk to you, whichever ones you like, and smoked paprika. Wonderful. Now before you put the oil, you can just lift that basket up just a little, give it all a good old mix around. You kind of tumble in it to make sure that those spices are really well dispersed. Now you'll notice I haven't added any salt yet. I will, but that comes later. If you add the salt too early, what happens is you withdraw all of the natural juices and you actually end up with a drier product in the chicken. Then what I want you to do is grab yourself that olive oil, give it a good drizzle. Now we want to coat each piece of chicken, but we don't want it sitting in a pool of oil, and that's what I love about this marinade dish. Those little holes allow any of that excess oil to sort of go right on through where we don't need it. All right, we let it marinate for a little while, maybe an hour or so to really get that flavor, and for that, of course, you can pop your lid on. You can even drop it back in the fridge, and then we go ahead and we skewer it, and then we're ready to cook. Now we call it a reversible teppanyaki plate because this side is a grill and I can flip it on over. This side is that beautiful flat top, so you can decide which side you're going to use. I'm going to flip it back over and use it on the grill side, and all I'm going to do is take that chicken. Now just before I cook, I go ahead and hit it with salt. Right, so you're still getting that beautiful salty seasoning, but just right at the end. Pick them up, straight onto the grill. It smells like we're outside on the grill. The great thing about using a grill pan like this is you get that intense char, that beautiful caramelization, and the cast iron really retains its heat, so it's a great one to use whether you're inside or outside. Another thing I love about this teppanyaki plate is you can move it around. Turn off the heat, go ahead and pick it up, bring it on through. I mean, imagine this was our dining table. Absolutely gorgeous. You let people just help themselves. Now one thing you might want to do is pick up the skewers, place them on your platter, just like that. And now, have a look at our plate. This is still full of flavour, and this is what I like to do. Get yourself some pita and just place those flatbreads straight down, soak up a little bit of that flavour. The residual heat in the cast iron will continue to toast them. The last thing we're going to do is Pico de Gallo. Now, I'm actually using my grill basket as a colander to wash my veggies, so tomatoes, radishes, cucumbers, whatever you like to put in your salsa, go ahead. But I've got it all chopped up here with a little bit of chili, of course, some lemon, you can use lime as well, a little bit of salt. I always like just that little richness of olive oil, so I'm going to put a little bit of Californian olive oil in there, just a little. Toss it together. Oh yeah, crunchy, fresh, and delicious. Now, I serve this with my salsa or pico de gallo. I have a little yogurt. I also have some beautiful fresh herbs, and that becomes the center of the table, right? So when people are ready, they go ahead and pick up one of those beautifully warmed pita breads, take a skewer of the chicken, grab onto it and just remove the skewer, and then you can fill it up with some of that lovely salsa, a little bit of the yogurt, just like that. Some those fresh herbs. There's some mint and some parsley, some cilantro in there. And I tell you what, you have got yourself a fantastic snack, a delicious lunch, or a really interactive dinner, all because we had a little help from our brilliant new collection and some delicious ingredients. Bon appetit. Oh yeah.